But once again, you make something casual very cool and rock and roll.
Thank you.
Truly, you are a fashion icon.
Yeah.
No, but you make everything look so flawless and rock and roll and cool. That's just true. And you're a fashion icon. So have you always been into fashion, like even when you were like younger?
I was born that way. Like just love clothes, love makeup, I'm like a visual person, I guess. I just see the world through visuals.
But not everybody sees like that. Like me, we are opposite. Like I didn't do any of this. Candace did. And so I don't see like that. Like,
and it's weird for me that you don't see like that. Like I'm like, how? How do you not see like that?
I know,
that's just the way I am.
But it's art. It's like some people don't see that.
I've always been like a thrift store shopper. Like I just love anything
but I came out looking different.
Yeah.
I shopped at thrift stores too, Gwen, but like I didn't come out looking like this. I came out looking like she went to a thrift store. It was very different. But I love that it's all organic for you. I love that you have the line. That's so cool. And you have like your signature look that everybody loves too. That I think when I saw you on Instagram when you first came out, it was like your signature red like lip look that came out. That was so cool.
And
for all of us nerds who were like, we were like, yeah, just a girl. Like, back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you think you were weird back then, but all of us were weird and you made us feel like we weren't. So that's what was so cool about you. Anyway, that's all. But what, we thought we'd run through some of your past looks though to get the stories behind them. So is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with this one from your No Doubt days. So where did this look, what were you thinking?
It feels like yesterday. I mean, honestly, time just goes so fast. It's crazy. I mean, honestly, back then, like I said, I didn't have a stylist or a makeup artist. And once we started really getting on tour, like we basically did the Just a Girl video, right? Yeah. And it was our first video, really. And went to the airport, and then I didn't come home for like 2.5 years. Like we went on tour. Like it was like, bye, like Mom, I'll be back. No, I'm not. And I still lived at home, and I was 26. So I didn't, because I was gone on tour, but all my stuff was there. And so when we were on tour, it was like, well, after a while, I needed clothes. You know what I mean? Like I needed costumes. We'd wear the same thing over and over again. Everyone smelled. Like it was like, it was like I was super unorganized.
I have shared my makeup a bus with boys.
Yes, it's disgusting.
It's different.
But those actual pants, I think that was one. I found this girl through my manager that would just make clothes for me. So like she would go downtown, she would send me like literally a piece of paper with like swatches stapled to it. And I'd say, okay, do these pants. And I'd do it from the road. And then she would FedEx out a pair of pants. It was
love that.
It was very homegrown. Like
I know, but that's what I mean. It's so natural. And then you had a line. It all made sense. But I love that you look like you're just so rock and roll, like the person that passes you on the street that you're like, man, I want to look like that. And then you just walk on stage like, that's what I loved about this look. That was my input right there. But wait, what was the occasion here? I love this dress so much.
Okay,
this is so pretty.
That's Janina.
Wow.
Thank you. The designer is Janina. That was my first public date with Blake Shelton, actually. It was that night. And that was, it was the Oscars Vanity Fair party. I think I played at the party and then we went out that night. So it was like, he never does red carpets. Now that I know him, like, that was like, I think we did a red carpet. It was kind of a red carpet. It was raining that night, and so I'll always like that melts me when I see it because it's like such a moment for me. Yeah, a good one.
I didn't know that, but you look like Christopher Lady in Red, like you're walking in the room and the song was written for you. Like that song back in the day, I just aged myself. I love that song so much. Okay, so wait, where was this shot taken? What about this one?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's Vera Wang.
I love her.
It was at the Met Ball this year, and she's just so talented. Vera's been doing it for so long, and so to be able to work with her, it was just amazing. To wear a couture dress made for me. Like when the sketch came, it was like, it looked exactly like that. Like they drew my face, like the hair, everything, and it was weird to go from a sketch to like real life.
Yeah.
And that was one of those crazy moments where I was gonna have a makeup artist do my makeup, and her mom had an emergency, she had to leave. So I luckily had my makeup bag and did my own makeup that night. So it was one of those like crazy moments.
Oh my God.
It was exciting, but.
I see another difference between us. See, you came out looking like that after you did your makeup. Would have been very different for me.
I want to do your makeup.
Anyone can, because I don't. No, I love that though, because I think that's the coolest thing about fashion that sometimes we forget. It's such an art form, and it's so beautiful, and you literally look like a walking piece of art.
Honestly, I don't even think people understand. Like, these designers are so talented and creative, and I walked into the room, and they had those flowers, they had like hundreds of them that they had made by hand, like deciding where they're gonna put them. It was literally
like in the moment, like while you're wearing about to. Oh,
yeah. It's just to me like beyond a dream to be able to work with someone so gifted that has had such an impact. And you know, Vera's done so many wedding dresses and a big part of people's lives with her vision. So that was an amazing moment, and never thought that I would get to.
And still pulling up that crop top, ma'am. Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, after 3 children, whatever. So how's it going at The Voice? Is it fun this season?
It's
weird for me.
It's weird to be here talking to you. Like I feel like I'm cheating on you or something.
No, I'm so excited. I was so excited when they announced Camila. Because I was like, well, way to feel like the same kind of personality.
I was going to say, she has the same mentality as you. Like she doesn't care about glam or about what she wears. Like she's just kind of like she just talks a lot and she's competitive and she's you. I
was like, when she came on the show, I was like, I'm so excited for her to go against Blake.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like the first few days, I felt like it took her like a couple days to really get there. And after the first Shut Up Blake, then it was on.
It was on.
Finally she goes, shut up, Blake, and then it was like this whole like
they were open
thing happened. It was
It's a really great moment for the rest of us.
It feels good to say, shut up, Blake.
Yeah, it really does. So do you ever feel like you're coaching? I always feel like, because we're moms as well, do you ever feel like you're kind of the mama situation? You feel like very maternal with your team?
I mean,
I do.
For me, honestly, and I know that you're like this, and I'm not sure Blake is, because Blake isn't, but when I coach, when I'm actually in those like reality days when we get to really work with them, that's like my favorite part. Like besides glam, obviously, that's my favorite part. But I love being in there and watching them grow like right before my eyes. And it's sometimes
especially the young ones, like Carter.
Yes. And sometimes it's like you think you're gonna say something like, why don't you try this? And you're doing that because you have the knowledge from all the years, I do, from all those years. And I look back and it's really fun for me to go, try this, and then they do it. And you think in your mind it's not gonna do anything, and then it does.
Yeah.
And not even just me, but the whole room is like, oh my gosh, like that, he came to life, like right before our eyes. So
sometimes you have to instill that confidence. Yeah.
It's a really incredible show, and I love doing it so much. I'm
so
happy
fun.
to be back.
Yeah. I know. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch the chemistry. And you, so we were talking about you launched your own line. It's called Give Beauty. So why did you name it that? Because I assume you like to give beauty. Like you give that kind of gift. That's awesome.
It's definitely one of those things. I feel like it's. With makeup, you put your makeup on and you're giving to other people with what you're doing, right? Like you put the effort in, and you don't go around looking at yourself all day long unless you're like Instagramming and all that. But I'm saying like it's also like this time in my life, like everybody knows I went through a really challenging time a few years ago, and I kind of reassessed everything. I had to start over with so many things, and
just hard to do.
It's really hard. And I just was like, what am I gonna do with the rest of my life? And I know I have to be creative in some way, or I'll just feel like a loser.
Purpose.
Yeah. So and makeup is always, before music, it was makeup. I was a makeup artist on at the mall.
Oh, you were? I didn't know that.
Not for a long time, but it was like my dream, because I actually worked in Plaza Sportswear and polyester pants for older women, and I really did actually enjoy that because I was good at that too. And I'm not. I was like, I would because women would come in and they'd be desperate, like help me find an outfit, and I would love that.
It's a gift to be able to know how to help that situation.
But I do. I love that, and so I just looked up to the girls over on the counter. That I was like, I want to be one of those girls. Like I want to be behind the counter. I know I can do it. And finally, they just opened the door. They didn't even train me. They didn't tell me what to do. They were like,
oh, wow.
Just make a display and sell makeup. And so I started doing it. But the joy of it was when people would come in and just want like free samples or want you to do their makeup for free because they were going to go out or whatever and maybe buy something from you. But it was like the way they felt when I would do their makeup, the way I feel when I wake up and look at myself and then after my makeup's done, like it's just that feeling. So I feel it's like this giving feeling. So that's kind of where it came from.
No, it's a blessing, because it's a blessing for people that can do it, because I literally like come into this studio like a different human, and then literally like, and I like that human. She's great. She looks fine. But like when my glam squad gets, I call them Harry Potter collectively, because literally what you're able to do when you you can do that is you transform a person.
And you feel different.
And you feel different. You carry yourself differently.
It is different.
I agree.
But I just love, I'm surprised because you love crafting, you're super artistic.
I love that
I would think that you would be good at makeup. I think you can be.
I'm also highly allergic.
I believe in you.
I'm highly allergic.
Well, my line is all clean, so there's that.
I was going to ask you, and I didn't want to ask you in case it wasn't. Okay, so yeah, it is. I was like, I didn't want to like out you, but that's amazing because for people like me, I've struggled to find things, especially eye stuff, and that's why.
It is hard, and the thing is that it's super challenging because when you're creating the formulas for clean makeup, it's like, to have high performance, like real artistic level makeup that's like really dense colors and stuff like that, it is challenging. So like for it to finally be out. And then we also launched this is really cool if you love makeup. Or
are you talking about the community part of it?
Yes.
I'm so glad you're talking about this because I saw you talking about an interview, I think it was with Seth Meyers, and I love this part. Tell everybody about it. They get to be a part of it, right?
Yeah, because I feel like there is a makeup community out there. There's people that blog makeup, that love makeup, that are obsessed like I am with makeup, and they're already doing it. And there's also like people that just follow me that promote me because they feel like they want to, and I'm like, I want to feel like at this point in my life, how do I include them? So basically we started this ambassador program where you can actually just sit at home and sell the makeup from your phone and make a commission.
But they come up with their own stuff too. That's how they can sell it too. Because
they can do their own tutorials.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
They get like all of the information from us, and they get a code, and then people can shop through their Instagram, however they want to do it, and they get the commission. So it's just cool. They're doing what they're probably already doing anyways, but they're going to get some money for it. So I think it's kind of cool to be able to.
I think it's cool. You probably got commission anytime you sold.
Yeah,
I think it's cool that full circle moment.
It's just like a fun kind of game to play, really, just be out there. And it's so fun for me to troll on all these people that are taking the makeup and like making it theirs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they do things with it that I wouldn't do. You know, it's just a very creative place to express yourself.
But might inspire you to do something, inspire other people. It's very cool. I like it. I like the full circle. Wait, can we see the makeup? Because oh, hey, what up, Trey? What's up, Justin?
Oh my God, that looks so
Look at that tray.
Oh, they made it. So
look at Kelly Clarkson's show coming through. I'm like, I didn't see that before. This is so cute. Okay, so wait, we brought this out to show because, well, Gwen has a special surprise for everyone here. Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani. She might not have known, but it's happening.
I think now you're saying it. Oh,
yeah. Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani is a clean, high-performance color cosmetics brand created for the community of creative people who love makeup. You can shop their products at givebeauty.com, but today, everyone in the audience is going home with Gwen's signature look worth over $200.